How to quickly gear your fresh oats in midnight as quick as possible under 1 hour. What's up guys, Petko here. Welcome to another video. You guys been asking me, hey, how do I gear my oats so quickly like you do? And today, just for you, I leveled a fresh 90 Warlock, which right now has a baseline at level 167. That's pretty much what you can expect once you get to level 90 if you get the greens all the way up. Now, first step, get to the capital city. Second step, pick up all of the quests inside the capital city, right here. Right here, these quests, the weekly ones, you gotta pick them up because they will give you the spark. They're very important. If you haven't done the campaign, there's a way to skip the campaign. You gotta get to where the Hearthstone is. Right here. You speak to this motherfucker. Skip campaign. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Oppa, campaign is skipped. I already told you, made a video about it, spoke about it many times. Not gonna cover that one for now. Question number 1. Do you have Renown? If you have Renown number 9 with Silvermoon, 9 with Amani, 7 Singularity, 8 Harati, you are able to acquire 4 pieces of 246 eye level once you do the weekly events. Weekly event right here in, what is the zone? Eversong Woods, weekly event is Zuaman, weekly event is Voidstorm, weekly event Harander. Once you do this, you'll be able to pick up 1 item, 246. I believe Silvermoon has the head, Amani has the necklace, the Voidstorm has the trinket, and Harander has a belt 246. Okay, now once I do those weekly events, you'll be getting a item level upgrade from the actual quests or the actual drops plus the 246. Now those drops are random though, those caches that you will get. Second thing to do before you get to do your weekly stuff here, the weekly events, pick up the praise right here. You go inside the praise, pick up the heroic praise. You only need to pick up 2. You only need 2. Why 2 is because that's what gives you the item level, the chest that gives you items. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna go here, this motherfucker, talk to them, and you just pick up the heroic ones. So only the hard ones. Only the first 2 per character gives you this chest, which has a chance to give you a veteran eye level piece plus crests. Okay. Now, I usually do 1 in Eversong Woods and 1 in Amani because I do the weekly events. And on the way, I also make this completed. Okay, so that is the first thing I usually do. Now, once I swoop this, my item level gets to be at least around 200, maybe 190. Now, that is not enough. That is why you want to make sure to do a world quest swoop. Now, as soon as you get to level 90, most of the world quests will be dropping to 24 eye level. Some of them is going to drop to 30, as you can see. And those are the ones you want to complete to get the items that you don't have on 246 replaced. Okay, so each zone has world quests, as you can see, and those world quests also drop to 20 eye level adventure, which you can use your crests to upgrade. Once again, if you don't know how to use crests, you don't know which crest to use and which one to hold, check out my guide to how to use crests. Adventures, TLDR are absolutely useless. You can use them to upgrade your items to 237. They're not going to be useful at all. Or if you don't want to use those to make sure to get higher at base eye level, you can also use them for crafting. Yes, that's right. You can go right here in the middle. I'm going to show you once again because I showed it many times. If you go right here in the middle, just give me a second to get out here. Oh, I got lost. Sorry. Yeah, where's the exit, bro? Okay, wrong hole. If you go right here in the middle where the crafting professions is, okay, instead of improving your gear that you don't like to improve, you can go and request any crafting of your choice. Let's say I'm a clothing, go to cloth, go to shoulder. The blue item here, as you can see, this is very cheap. All of this here would cost you roughly like, I don't know, like 200 gold. You can commission them for like 300 or 500 gold, or even less than that. They will craft anyway with rank 5, and you can put the adventure down crest, which was gonna make you 233 eye level craft. Or even better, if you don't want to do this, you can scout the auction house and buy some low item level greens, like 200 something eye level, to replace the parts that you, for example, don't have. And all of this combined together in less than an hour should get you to an eye level of 220. If you do use your crest, the adventure, which they drop from world quest, from the zones, from the chest you're gonna be getting, you're gonna bump it to like even 225. Okay, and that's when Before you've done everything else, that's when you can have a high base item level, which is gonna let you join Mythic Zeros. Now, the reason why I haven't chosen to spend Veteran Crest, because once again, I'm not gonna cover Crest. If you guys wanna watch the video before this, how to use Crest more efficiently to prepare for the Heroic Week, go and do this, be my guest. But that's where the Veteran Crest comes in place. Once you run Mythic Zero and you've got the chosen items that you would like, you can use those crests to upgrade them, or wait until next week, see what you get again, and then use them if you like to. Okay, that's pretty much the incentive. And one last several tips I can give you is, once you run the weekly events, as I mentioned, the World Tour plus the midnight dungeons, or any other choice of yours that you can pick up right here in the middle. The weekly quests, I chose the dungeons because it's the easiest one. You get those sparks. Now with the sparks you can craft. The base item level craft, I believe, is gonna be I'm right now shooting, I think it was like 259. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not looking at the spark right now. I think it's 259-ish. So you can use that craft as well if you already know what you want to craft. Now, if you don't know what you want to craft, in that case, then hold the spark, wait until you know what to craft, because you cannot revert it. Once you craft it, that's it. It's done. You can't really revert it back. So that's what I do as my steps to gear my character. I'm gonna give you a quick tip as well before I let you guys know. Before I let you guys go, once you level from 88 to 90, I've made these videos many times, but on top of the, you can obviously return all of the day of quests that you've done before that. You will be able to level from 89 to 90 with profession. Right? I chose depending on the spec that I played the profession. For example, if I'm playing a mage, if I'm playing priest, if I'm playing warlock, etc., I use tailoring. Tailoring, I craft high base eye level gear, as you can see, 200, which is gonna make the world tour for me much easier. Now, this is gonna be extremely cheap to craft. I spend, I believe, around 4,000 gold on tailoring, which gave me 330 experience. Once again, it's pretty cheap. And the leftover items, as you can see right here, that I left, I'm gonna be sending this to my ALTS. Once they are level 81, they can use them to level even faster, you know. So those are the steps that I personally do to acquire higher level, which I think for most of you will be beneficial. Now, if you don't have the renown that I mentioned in the beginning, you can decide to grind it, which is pretty easy, by doing side quests, main campaigns, for example, or the weekly activities. You can skip doing the extra item acquisition, but do make sure to get the renown, because it's super easy to get, and it's gonna give you a 246 item, which you're gonna be champion track, and you're gonna be using it during Heroic Week if you don't replace it with something better. Okay, hope that was helpful, guys. Once again, like and subscribe for more guides like that, and I'll see you guys in midnight. Much love. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.